Ladies, gentlemen, welcome back. And today we're looking at the Seal of Command. Obviously, quite an interesting new little game mode with super buffs for your hero, and sort of a quite nice little sort of, I'd say, attribute system in terms of feels like you can customize what you specialize in, that I like, and I'd personally like to see this a very toned down version of this kind of like like a system where you can take your weapon down a different route and be specialized in potentially being sneaky or being having a bit more self-healing or a bit tankier. So yeah, it's I find it quite interesting. So yeah, I've gone for the middle one, that is Martial. That I was basically going for a bit of damage, a bit of sort of life stealing, try and make sort of a DB Nadachi, sort of with the life suckle. So we went for Martial. That is really nice. Extra damage to units. Basically, obviously, we want to stack as much like damage up, so killing soldiers, then eventually we build up a huge amount of extra damage. When damaging units, reduce their armor penetration at all types for the second. So you can probably change that. Recovery, basic sprint attacks and damage skills. When hitting units, heal every 2 seconds. That could be very good. Yeah, I think I'll actually go for recovery there. Use the units to recover 8% health is quite nice. And then more recovery. Growth, killing soldiers increases my health. So obviously more health, getting percentage. And then obviously you got your kind of sub bit over here. So if I move myself up there, I'm going for the assassin, obviously, in the next thing. And what this does is counter, so deal 30% damage to targets with an active heal. Now, everyone's going to have sort of an active heal going, so I thought that would be a good one for there. And then burst. I use Great Thunderbolt. That's a control ability. And that already drops 20% damage increase on heroes. So another 20%. So we take that to 40. That means we can do insane damage out the gates. And then obviously damage and toughness here. But yeah, so that's the spec that I've sort of gone for. So let's get into a little game and see how it works, see how everything feels, and yeah, that's my current loadout though. I'm probably going to experiment with a few different ones, but currently this is what we've gone for. So let's give it a go. Okay, here we go. Now, this is me testing out my first spec with this, and you know what? I was actually very pleased with the results. It's that being able to just get a little bit of health back every time you're attacking someone is really nice. And also, quite enjoying this mode. It is a lot of fun. I mean, you just got to accept it for what it is. Every hero is ridiculously overpowered. That kind of actually works well, because if everyone's overpowered, it means no one's overpowered. In a weird way. Some weapons work much better for this than others. Like poleaxes are pretty brutal in this game mode. That's fun. You just got to kind of take it for what it is. I'd be interested to see some other stuff as well. Other weapons go. That guy disappeared. It takes me a little bit of time to get into this and get going. We get our first hero kill there, but you'll notice every time I'm like ulting or doing attacks, literally just suckling health. It's a really cool little spec, being like a Nadachi, dual blade Nadachi sort of hybrid thing. Try and go for a little bomb there, miss it. This guy absolutely annihilates everything. We got Lion Roar all over us as well, and I'm a bit like conflicted at this point. I'm not sure what's going on or how hard heroes are hitting me. Like that guy half health me in one hit, and I don't really know what everyone can do. So yeah, it was at this point just trying to get used to it. Like this poleaxe here, we ult him, but the ult stops. I'm guessing that's something in one of the abilities that you kind of like can stop choke ults. But anyway, it's a cool mode. It's a cool mode. I like the customization of the of like, you know, you can do martial, obviously the tank one or the assassin one, and then you get that little side bit to like take a little sub group of one of the three. And as I said in the intro, I would like this would be a really cool system to have in general, maybe off the side of weapons or something. So like, for example, as like a poleaxe, you can go down the route of like more AoE damage, or you can go down the route of doing more like specializing in something or other, or like for a dual blade, you specialize in stealth over other stuff potentially. Anyway, just an idea. So we pin this guy in down there. We get our spear sergeants in, do a little advance, and the damage I'm putting out on units is crazy, even just with my hero. Going for the ult, take this guy down. And now that we're getting some unit kills in, what's happening is, if you look at the bar just above my health bar, I'm starting to stack up all of the like extra damages, extra health. That was two of my traits. Every time I kill a unit, I get more damage, I get more health. So that's what we're trying to build up at the moment, and eventually we get ourselves to become a bit of a monster. That's really nice, and I think that's probably why the poleaxe does so well, because it can go in there, do a Lockerbie strikes or something like that, and like kill loads of units, build up many stacks of that, and become an absolute monster when it comes to health and damage. Like some of the people I'm killing have so much health where some others don't, where like the poleaxe guy, I swear he must have like 70,000 health. It's crazy, but it makes for a really fun game mode. So we're hitting 45 kills at the moment. Gonna go in for a little kill on this longsword. He's diving around. Try to go in for a grenade, hit the Spartans instead. I'm chasing him down, just gonna ult him, try and get a finisher on him there. Building my power levels up a bit. Another one in there. Up to 49 kills now. Spear Sergeant seems to be pretty damn good for this as well, just like having a nice little bodyguard on you the whole time. A little kick into a grenade, and it kind of lags up. I don't know if my mouse button wasn't working for my butterfly, but I didn't do butterfly for some reason. I did click it. Anyway, pulling up here, and it looks like they're going to have a little push for C here. I see the Order of the Dragon, and I'm like, ooh, I know they can be a bit nasty now that they've had a buff. But all you need to do is go out to the side of them with your Spear Sergeant, they'll prod them, and they'll die. So, yeah. No point healing, because you're just going to get killed like that. A bit rough for the old Order of the Dragon still, it looks like. Over here, it looks like we got a few heroes at the point. We're going to tango down this guy. This is the guy I was talking about with about 70,000 health. But we'll take all those heals from the ult there. Beautiful, 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 beautiful stuff. Shield Maidens down here. We're going to take these out, have a little look. And we don't really get any of them. He's back here. We're going to see what we can do with him. 52 kills now, not too bad. That's a full health suckle Nadachi. I imagine Nadachi, once they build up a bit with the martial mode, just if you get involved in unit fights, it might be impossible for them to die with how much health suckling they would be doing. He got a nice treb in though. He did get a nice treb. Managed to take a lot of my units out. We steal that kill, and his name is Steel. That is, I didn't notice before. That's interesting. Going for a little execute on that guy, little advance, and they look like they're pushing quite hard now. They're coming in strong. We'll take this guy out as well. We've now obviously got a lot of stacks of extra damage and extra health now, so we're like really steamrolling heroes. That's quite nice. just trying to kill this this spear sergeant. And he's taking a very long time to get down. We got some spawns coming in. We got the big boy poleaxe coming in here, and he is going to annihilate my group. And then also this pike goes mad. If you ever rewatch this, literally I cannot do anything. It's just constant poking. That's crazy. But so we take a bit of an L there. Unfortunately, we lose our buff, but it was probably about time to change unit anyway. And our team's getting in there. They're pushing through. They're holding C, so we should be okay. Time for the Liao Rangers. Now I've got some disgusting doctrines on the Liaos. I'm actually going to do a video on them because in current shield meta, maybe not stalwarts. Stalwarts have eat these guys for breakfast. But spear sergeants, these guys come into their own. Managed to charge this guy's Orochi before he manages to get a poke on my guys and kill them. So we still got 14 left. That's still appropriate. We managed to kill all the Orochi. That takes us up definitely a lot in kills. Give him a little heal. It's kind of like you kind of dive in and out with this unit. You want to go in, kill, go and heal. So we're going to go into these spear sergeant. This is why I've been taking these lately, because we can insta kill all of those spear sergeants. And on this Liaos, I have a devastation doctrine and a combat doctrine, so they are like top tier at this point. But they do a lot of damage. They've got a bit of healing with them, and yeah, they against shield meta they seem to do really well. Unless it's stalwarts, as you're about to see. I heal all these guys up. Very happy. I've still got 14 of them left. That's really nice. And then I stupidly come around this corner to these stalwarts, and I shouldn't have done it. I should have brought them away, and that's the end of the cav. Stalwarts anti-cav capability at its finest. That's fine. I'm not going to complain about anti-cav. I like the fact that you have to be a bit cleverer with cav, and that was my fault. I should have pulled them out. So now we are on to the medals. It was kind of a panic pick for this, but I thought there would be more cav than there is. So I'm just going to bring them along. Not the best, obviously, melee unit in terms of like killing infantry, but if there was cav, there it is. We have it. So we got some blue halberdiers here. You got the guy there. I'm just messing around with my unit right now, trying to get that in. Don't get the kill. And I thought, well, let's just take this base, shall we? I see the Nadachi over there. We're going to have a little chase. I haven't got my buffs anymore, so my damage really isn't as good as it, obviously, than it was previously before I got killed. We had really stacked up a good amount. I see this Maul here. I'm just going to give him a kick into a grenade, and the damage there is actually not bad. Actually not bad. I'm looking here. What have we got? I see the guns over there, muskets. I'm like, right, let's go for those. Go invisible, dive into the muskets, and have my boys go mental. This guy is getting a bit out of hand here, so I'm going to stun him into an ambush, into a kick, and then it's not enough damage, so we're shoving the Medaus in to slap him down. And they do a great job of that. A lovely job. And up here we've only got a minute and 30 seconds left. These guys, I think it's pretty much over for them. I think they're out of units. This guy's using terrain very well, and trying to figure out where he's going to go. I think I don't know if he's stuck. No, he's not stuck. He's just not moving properly. We go for a grenade into that, and we mess it up because I thought I had my ult, but I don't. So yeah, tricky man's running around. He was really quite a difficult customer. But now we have our ult, so we're going to go in for an ambush into an ult, and that should kill him. But yeah, it's really fun. I am absolutely loving this mode. I want it more often, and yeah, nice to see. Like, I know it's not a new game mode, by like in terms of doing anything differently. Like it's a siege where you're super powerful. That's, I mean, it's cool in its own right. But yeah, it is nice to have, and it's fun to mess around with, like making a tanky DB. I'm going to try short bow out as well. I want to see if I can make a ridiculously strong short bow. So yeah, it should be good. Also thinking about, like, obviously stacking up the damage with a longbow. You could probably stack up like 30% damage just by killing easy units, and then bang, one shot everything. Okay, let's take a look what we got here. That was a very nice game. We've got our little thing there. Rattan Rangers looking good, and Spear Sergeants obviously looking good. Didn't do too badly on the scoreboard. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Definitely check it out, and have fun building your own spec and see what you can get, see what you can do. Thanks for watching, guys.